We welcome you to Laguna Hills High School as Coach Fisher and the Santa Margarita Eagles hosted the Mater Dei Monarchs in the first Trinity League game of the season. The Eagles came out with one thing on their mind as they faced the #1 rated team, and that was to upset the powerful Monarchs. The Monarchs came in undefeated, and the Eagles were coming off a very competitive game against the Michigan Diablos. These two teams would have a scoring feast as 105 points were put up on the board between them. It was time for some Friday night football underneath the lights at Laguna Hills. Back to pass, JT Daniels. He finds Michael Martinez for the first score of the game. The Monarchs led 7-0. We spotlight Quentin Buckman on defense. Not only does he make a great play, but he's held on the play to tackle the ball carrier. Coming into the game, the Eagles knew that their secondary would be tested on defense. JT Daniels back to pass, but Blake Bianchini comes up with a fantastic play as he knocks the ball away. Once again, Blake gets up in the air. You can see him side by side. He goes up and swats the ball away with his right arm. The Monarchs drive stalls, which puts the ball back in the hands of the Eagles and Josiah Norwood. Somehow, he gets away from this. He turns back and he looks downfield, finds a man wide open. This is Jake Ebach. He catches it on the 22, outruns everybody into the end zone for the touchdown. The game was tied at 7 apiece. Once again, Josiah Norwood sprints to his right, looks downfield, finds an open Ebach. He takes it and he goes all the way for the touchdown. This would once again tie it up at 7 apiece. The back and forth between these two teams was exciting high school football. Remigio gets the pitch, he finds a lane, gone. Touchdown Monarchs, they led 14-7. Still in the first quarter, Monarchs ball. A.J. Lupensky comes up and makes a fantastic play on J.T. Daniels, sacking the quarterback. Second quarter action for you. Josiah Norwood pumps twice, finds a streaky Mark Eaton. Eaton does a great job of turning around and going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Once again, an excellent football move by Mark Eaton. He takes the Josiah Norwood pass and stops on a dime, turns a 360, and goes all the way for the score, high kicking it into the end zone. That would make it 21-14, and of course, Mark Eaton pretty excited as he comes to the sidelines. Well, this young man is super fast. That's all you can say about him. Chris Street, he knows how to find the end zone, and he jumps in for the score. That made it 28-14 Monarchs. A nice play here by Josiah Norwood as he steps up in the pocket. He finds Chad Magyar. Chad does a great job of staying on his feet. Looks like he's going to go all the way in, following Malone Mata'ele, but he's out of bounds on the 1-yard line. One play later, Norwood rolls to his right, and he will find Mata'ele for a touchdown. That made it 35-21. Once again, Norwood to Mata'ele, and the seesaw scoring battle continued. After a Monarch touchdown, the Eagles have the football. Josiah Norwood off the option, pitches it to Chad Magyar. He goes in for the score, and that would make it 42-28. All this in the first half. Once again, Chad gets it untouched for the touchdown. Mater Dei's football once again, and JT Daniels at quarterback. He decides to hand it off to Chris Street, and this young man, as I mentioned before, has plenty of speed. As he tiptoes down the sidelines, turns on the jets, and he is gone. That would make it 49-28 late in the second quarter. Eagles in the third quarter. They get the ball first. Chad Magyar touches it first. He goes all the way for the touchdown. Great play by Chad as he goes in. That would make it 56-35. From field level, you could see the hole open up for Chad Magyar. 3 Mater Dei Monarchs chase after him, but no one's going to catch Magyar as he goes in for the touchdown. Lots of congratulations as Magyar comes to the sidelines, and especially a big hug from Coach Fisher. That's great to see. Well, Mater Dei was back at it again, very busy. JT Daniels with yet another strike. That would make it 63-35. The Monarchs would add a late touchdown to make it 70-35, and that's the way this game would end. Coach Rich Fisher, Coach Bruce Rollinson, handshake and a hug, plenty of class between those two. Once again, the Eagles and the Monarchs get together for Trinity League action in Game 1 of the 2017 season. The Monarchs win it. This Friday night, the Eagles take on Servite. Until then, I'm Paul Higgins.